Alright, now, time to feed these hungry gamers. They want news, Chris. Give it to them. Okay, in the words of Goofy, lights, camera, traction. What's up, people? Another beautiful day. Yeah. Or morning. Yep. Hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? What's up, gamers? What's up, WCCF Tech? What's up, Tech for Gamers? What's up, Tweaktown? Alright. Got another article here. Listen to this. This from Tweaktown right here. Listen to this. Microsoft could renegotiate Activision buyout at higher share premiums to extend deadline. Okay, Microsoft and Activision could negotiate a deadline extension for their impending merger, and 8 Activision shareholders may get a higher premium as a result. Oh, and by the way, I have videos done. I'm about to flood you guys today. After this one, but anyway, says here Microsoft Activision merger has a deadline of July the 18th. But the termination date can be extended and the parties can renegotiate the deal. Microsoft gave itself 18 months to close its proposed merger with games publisher Activision Blizzard King in the largest ever video game acquisition in the history of the industry. The deal sees Microsoft buying out Activision shares at $95 per share premium, culminating culminating in a deal worth $68.7 billion. And yes, Phil Spencer, me neither. I have never seen $68.7 billion in my life. It says the merger has been tested by regulators, both foreign and domestic, and now the FTC aggressive pursuit could keep the tech firm from closing before the merger July 18th termination date. The FTC currently appealing its loss in federal court with the aim of temporarily blocking Microsoft and Activision from merging until the appeals court makes a decision of the commission appeals request. This could take months. The Federal Trade Commission tactic is seen as running out the clock and pushing the companies towards one of two outcomes: the merger dissolving and Microsoft paying Activision a $3 billion termination fee, or both Microsoft and Activision extending the date through negotiations. To keep Microsoft and Activision from combining after a temporary restraining order lifted this Friday, the FTC has filed for an emergency motion to stay in both Judge Corley's district court and the Ninth Circuit Appeals Court. Essentially, the FTC wants to keep Microsoft and Activision from merging even after the termination date expires. It says here, there's a third outcome. The FTC is denied its emergency order request and Microsoft and Activision merger over the weekend. If the FTC is granted its motion, however, it may be likely that the appeals court may make a determination in a matter of days, especially given the back and forth nature of litigation. Then it says in parentheses here, the FTC makes a filing, then defendant Microsoft and Activision make a filing, so on and so forth. Then it says here, if the FTC is granted its motion, then Microsoft and Activision may extend the deadline by negotiating new deals, terms. It says one of these terms could be a higher premium price for Activision share buyout. In this recent newsletter, then it says sign up here, video game industry expert Joost van Durian outlines a possible scenario. And speaking of money, since the Activision, Blizzard King, and Microsoft saga isn't quite over yet, Bobby Kotick stands to gain from pushing the deal date further out in exchange for a premium. He has the leverage to ask for a higher price for Microsoft to avoid the $2.7 billion termination fee. Some estimate I have heard would put the share price 10% higher at $107, but I am not convinced that it is money that motivate Kotick at this point. he doesn't want to be richer. he doesn't want to be richer. He wants to be right. At least, judging by the comments he made throughout the past year, the UK is closed for business. And Kotick is most likely to cool out and wait for his check to show up. Good article, Twigtown. Well, you know, about a couple of days ago, I seen an article where people were buying stocks, buying shares of Activision Blizzard. And I was going to say, make a video saying, don't count your eggs before they hatch. Wait till the judge make a decision on this. And by the looks of it, you know, maybe that person was right. But other than that, man, based on what this article is saying, Microsoft renegotiating Activision buyout. Microsoft is $1 trillion company. they get their dollars by the second, man. I mean, renegotiate. They have the choice, but they don't have to do it. You know, they just got to see this deal all the way through. You know, after all the pushback they just got, renegotiate. That's like saying, okay, I'm gonna start over. Nah, we don't go backwards. We don't go backwards in life. We move forward. So, Kotick is just sitting here. Kotick is like this. Kotick is like this. Kotick remind me of the Sentinels on the Matrix. You ever went on your DVD menu? You ever put the DVD of the Matrix in the DVD player and let the menu screen run? And you know when the Sentinel, when they crack through the ship, you see them little feet moving. That's what Kotick remind me of. Kotick is like this. You know, just moving his finger, twiddling his fingers. You know, he's just waiting for this deal to go through. So they made it this far. So why would I even go back and start over? Nah. It took Microsoft and Activision a while to make it to this point. So now I'm gonna go back now? Nah. We don't start over. We ain't starting over nothing. We move forward in life, man. So Microsoft is need to see this thing all the way through and just keep pushing. They're $1 trillion company. They got Windows. they got so much money right now off Windows. It's just hilarious the amount of money they got. And then there's, I mean, their internet search engine, their servers. Of course, there's Xbox. Of course, there's Game Pass. I mean, renegotiate. Nah. Microsoft is good, man. They all they gotta do is see this thing all the way through and to the very end and just keep pushing. But Kotick is like this though, twiddling his fingers. You know, so yeah. Renegotiate? Nah. Keep pushing forward with this. You know, you didn't make it. You didn't make it this far to go back. Nah, go backwards in life? Nah. We're not negotiating nothing. Well, the shares. Well, the shares of Activision. That was on a first come first served basis. So whoever bought shares, whoever those people was that bought shares in Activision, they're good. They'll get enough pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters from that. $1 bill and $5 bills. So they're good. But start over? Nah. Keep pushing forward, man. Microsoft is $1 trillion company, man. You know, that Windows operating system make them enough money already. So yeah. All they can do is just move forward with this and just keep moving, you know, and then go on from there, you know. But they saw the opportunity in this, and they went straight for it. Facebook tried to buy you guys? Really? How much? Okay. We'll get back at you about this. This is when all the problems are happening. Phil Spencer looking at the heads at Microsoft like, look, we need to jump at this. Activision Blizzard got issues, problems. Should we help them? Should we care? Should we show them love, compassion? Okay, go. And Sony sitting there like, we've seen this before. Nothing's gonna happen. Microsoft is like this, looking at Sony, Nintendo. Done. and let the panic begins, boy. Yeah, 68.7 billion. Oh yeah, definitely worth it, man. Hey, go for it. Yeah, they did it. So yeah. And Game Pass is gonna benefit from this, man. So yeah. Once Microsoft made that purchase, everybody start to panic. It's anti-competitive. It's a monopoly. Stop it. Yep. They did right on this, you know. What they only had. I mean, when this thing started, they had 98% of the shareholders out of 100, 98%, and that was huge. Then you got the employees behind this. Okay. Then you got 75% of the public. Okay. Then you have 4 countries that when this whole thing started, Serbia, Chile, Saudi Arabia, and Brazil. Those were the main 4. And they kept pushing. They kept pushing, and then more countries kept joining supporting them in this. Oh yeah. Like Activision was like, oh, we are prepared to fight the FTC. They just kept pushing. Yeah. And they never looked back. So for them now to renegotiate the buyout, nah. Microsoft got enough money as it is already. You know, so yeah, get this deal over with and get it done. Yeah. Oh, yeah. European Commission, what did they do? They supported Microsoft on this. CMA and FTC try to play hardball. But the CMA now, they got humbled after they watched the FTC lost in court. The judge came up with 8 solid reasons. Yep. Yeah. And yeah. Microsoft, they did right on this, man. They saw the opportunity in this. You know, Sean Layden talking about with the former Sony boss. What did he say? Game Pass is not sustainable. Okay. As soon as Activision Blizzard popped up on the radar, Microsoft was on it. They were on it. Like a bunch of eagles, boy. Yeah. And they never looked back since. Oh yeah. This court case was an endurance game, man. It was an endurance. This whole court saga was an endurance game. Oh yeah. One thing I liked about what Microsoft said, you know, they're not even gonna when they purchased ZeniMax, the Bethesda, they didn't mess with them. You know, they don't even interfere with what they got going on. and that is huge, man. So yeah, you know, I mean ZeniMax, Bethesda, they still got free will and freedom of movement. Oh yeah, that was good on their part. And now they're going to do the same with Activision Blizzard. Yeah, this court case was an endurance game. Oh yeah. Yeah. preparation too. So renegotiate after you didn't made it this far? Nah. Nah. Gotta move forward, you know. Microsoft has they got so much money, they're making so much money off Windows, man. And I just did an article talking about how they with their market share, how much they really how much percentage they got in the market when it comes to Windows. Like, renegotiate? Nah. Yeah, those shares what, 97, was it 95, $97 per share? But that was on a first come first served basis, man. So renegotiate? Nah. Move forward. That's, you know, keep moving forward. Yep. Yeah. So now, yeah, they're holding all the cards right now. So all they gotta do is keep moving. And Kotick is like this. Bobby Kotick is like this, like them sentinels on the Matrix, twiddling his fingers, boy. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, they nailed it. They nailed it. I don't know. Me personally, I didn't know what they saw with Activision, man. But the more I kept reading up on this, I'm like, wow. But yeah. But the good thing about this too, you know, they didn't leave nobody out. They were really trying to help people with, you know. They gave out 10-year contracts all over the place. Yeah. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys posted on this, on what's going on with this thing. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Or Dark Side.